This is Germany, which is the biggest country in Europe by population. It have almost 85 million people in his borders. So look at this growing rate, how chaotic Germany is. It's all over the place. And from, let's say, this year, 2025, the population goes down again for for, let's say, like 84 million people, but in 2030 you're gonna have again go down 82. So right now you're gonna see a decreasing in population constantly. By 2050, by official data, which is not that much reliable, I think, in my opinion, you're gonna go down under 80 million people. Now, and let's look at a bit at the past of the Germany, because they have some huge problems. And let's go from 2000. In 2000, population is still going down, but look at the migration. Even with that much migration, the population is still going down. And pretty much from every single year that I can see here, the population is going down. Look at this, 2015, more than 1 million migrants in Germany, and the population just grow by pretty much a quarter of the million. So again, the native population clearly has a big issue there, and I don't think we can fix it. For the next year, for 2020, in the pandemic year, again, the migration got much more down because the pandemic, but the population still they're growing, but again, less than the migration. So that's showing me that the native population is still losing, let's say, people. And this is pretty much the story for every single one of them, except before 2000. Here, when you have like 400, not that much, but you have like 400,000 migrants, but the population grow by 460,000. So that's some in 1995. That's some show that the migration didn't surpass the native population at growth. But now let's look at the fertility rate. In 1955 it was over 2, which is pretty much a good fertility rate to keep the population. It's a bit over 2 births per woman. Now it's 1.46, and in 2050 they say it's gonna be a bit more, so 1.54. Still way less than you need to replace the current population, but still some of the big problem. Now, when they stay good, I think from 2025, its median age is 45.5 years, but in 2050 it's going to be 47.9. So not that much of the difference, actually. That's actually pretty good for the Germany, and even for the other people, for other countries. When you lose people, but the median age doesn't go that dramatically upwards, you are decently, let's say, in a good position. And remind you that Germany is a very strong industrial country, the strongest in the Europe. Now with the life expectancy, now it's a problem here, because people are living longer, and they're gonna need much more care. And look at these maps from 2000, let's say 25 years ago. The male have like 74, and now it's 79, and the woman was 81, now 83. The woman didn't go that much, but the men surely they did. So now this is a problem that I can see even in France. I think they have a few years ago that protest because they raised the retirement age, and that's pretty much is gonna be all across the Europe, and especially in those countries that losing people, because if you live that much longer, you cannot stay home, let's say, get a pension, get retired early. You're gonna have to work much more. So now I think in Europe the retirement age is around 65, 67, depends on the country. Pretty much in the future, I think by 2050, 100% is gonna be at least 70 years old, at least, if not even more than that. Now the cities, the biggest obviously is Berlin, which is the capital with 3.4 million people. And then it's followed by Hamburg and München. Those are the three single cities that they have over 1 million. The rest of them, it's under 1 million. So that shows that German population is pretty spread, but most of them, they still living in the urban area with, like I say, from, let's say, 2025, 76%. They are living in an urban area, I don't know if it's exactly a city, but they look in the urban areas. Now, the global ranking, Germany in 1955 used to be on the 7th place. Now they are on 19, and pretty soon, I think, look at this, it's gonna leave that 20 top, which is gonna be here. Like I say, the other countries, they're gonna keep growing the population, and those who are here, expect from especially US, China, and India, they're gonna switch places in the near future. Now, for Germany, I think what they killed them was that insane migration policy that they adopted, like I see here in 2015, which is pretty much was a chaotic way to do it, and now they're gonna struggle in the future with that. Who knows how well they're gonna manage that, but I don't see it end well for Germany, and who knows, maybe even for the entire Europe. But it is what it is. What is done is done. There's not much you can do now, I guess. So yeah, that was the German population. Not looking good, but not looking that worse either. They're going down, which is, in my opinion, a good thing. And I think the GDP is still growing. So if they can manage to keep in check the corruption and all the other bad stuff with migration that happened to them, they might end this century in a pretty good position.